makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back. It's been another week, so we have a week's worth of new makeup to talk about. You know the drill. I have Tia with me. She's much better than me, and we all know she's the reason why you watch this. I don't know why I'm here. I just edit this nonsense. Anyways, I have quite a few people to thank because you know the drill. If you don't tag me in things, then there's a whole bunch of nothing. So a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Gillian, Miss Charlie, Wilma Fingerdo, Tony Homeperm, JW, Claire, Chrissy, Shanna, Tina, Flick, Cheryl, Lisa G, Transtopia, Makeup Release Radar, Alexis, Mrs, Cintrica, Buttons, Missy, Inez, Gina, Nathan, and Yasmin. A massive thank you to you all, and a big thank you to my Patreons, of which we have one birthday. So big happy birthday to Rachel.
Happy birthday. Yay.
Much celebrations. So if you have been checking out my YouTube, I put a comment up there on my community saying that for this whole month, in case you don't know, it is Pride Month. It's also like Indigenous month. So, you know, look into that, like Two-Spirit communities, all that sort of thing. But for this month, we're going to focus on like pride looks, etc. But with a little twist, I want to open up to everyone, so not just Patreons. So if you do a look, please send it on to me and I will include it. And for every look that I get over the next month, I'm going to put together 10 cents, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but I am poor, to Belong To, which is an LGBT charity here in Ireland. But if I don't get a huge amount, I'm going to just make a bulk donation of €20. So yeah.
I'm gonna try and do before Friday some kind of drag what? Well, that could go too, but I was thinking a pride look, like some kind of rainbow thingy.
I mean, there's lots of things that you can do, you know.
Yeah, I was attempting it on Sunday, but I had a massive bet about black eyeshadow and wiped everything off. So.
I have no makeup on right now because I'm actually going through like really quite bad burnout. So
I have so much makeup on now, like
chisel it off. But anyways, I have some pictures. I'm going to show them to you now and appreciate them. But you know the drill, we're getting straight into it. We have quite a few things to talk about. And the first thing is Pat McGrath. So there's some new Skin Fetish blushes and highlighters. Blushes are essentially duos and they come in a demi matte and a satin, and that's $44. And then the Skin Fetish Divine Glow highlighters is $48. Yeah, kind of interesting. I like
what the blushes made me think of. You know, Art Deco had those exactly the same ones.
And it kind of reminds me a little bit of the colours that just came out from Viseart.
Oh, they actually do, yeah.
Yeah, the colours, let's be real, beautiful. Not surprising that there's a good amount of depth in there as well when it comes to the blushes. The highlights as well, probably could have done with one or two slightly deeper ones, but I think...
I feel like a couple of them, it might be just this picture, but the two like that are like the bottom and the top one looks so similar. Like there's a dark and a light one, and then looks like there's two champagnes. But it just might be this picture, because also the blushes look very washed out, but then you have like a closer picture of them. They look more vibrant, so it just might be the pictures.
Well, like as you're watching it now, you should hopefully see the pictures here, and you can see that although they're similar-ish, there is a definite difference in that one is more yellow toned and one is a lot more pinky toned, and then there's a white, and then there's a proper golden toned highlighter. And again, you're seeing all the variety then with the blush duos as well, which I think has like a really good kind of range, and it's not wildly expensive because you know Pat McGrath is an expensive brand, but like $48 for a blush duo is expensive, but it's not
quite a bit. Kind of confused, was there one bronzer? Like why couldn't they just make it all blush? I don't know. There's quite the one like that has that peach one. It looks like it has a bronzer and a blush, so I don't know.
I think though for some skin tones, while that might be a bronzer for us, for example.
Yeah, it actually could be a blush then.
Yeah. So I think again what Pat has done quite well there is thinking about all of the different skin tones.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think this is, although it's a limited release in that there's 6 products in terms of the blushes, I think it still has enough range there. I think it's
I feel like that too. I feel like it's pretty good. Like that orange and purple one though, like it looks so pretty. Like I could never use that purple as a blush. Like obviously it would look stunning. It's meant for deeper skin because it's darker colors, but that orange one there, it just looks so pretty.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what that looks like. I don't think it's like the worst priced. Like I think it could have been much more expensive given the fact that it's patent.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I think for a blush duo to get 2 shades for that amount of money, I don't think it's bad. I don't hate it. And like I said, the kind of variety is there. And I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
When I put it to you guys, 55% of you love it. Again, I think a lot of us are on a blush kick. Pat kind of went, hey, that's not all, lads. I have more things. And I was very confused when I saw this because I was like, this reminded me very much of the ABH Norvina Volume 5, but just smaller and almost like it had like paired up with lime crime or something. It was unusual.
The packaging doesn't scream Bat McGrath.
No, but I think they're maybe going with that, Bridgerton-esque kind of coloring, how like they've done a lot of labs with them. But anyways, this is their new mini eyeshadow palette. It's called Midnight Voyage and it's $29. It is going to be limited edition and 5 of the shadows are basically in her existing palettes, which I think is great for people who haven't tried Pat.
Yeah.
For $29, I think that's the way to maybe introduce it. But for those who are big Pat McGrath fans, avoid this. You're only going to be duping things into your collection. But she does have one new shade as part of that. And it's called Bronze Venus. And it's apparently a metallic shade. And as we're filming, this is coming out on the 11th of June. So you should be able to get that.
I don't absolutely hate it. Like, I feel like, is that a black or is that a very deep brown?
That's what I'm wondering as well, because
like plummy. I feel like it looks very deep plum.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
I don't hate it.
Same.
I wouldn't get this for me. Like I love the purple shimmer. It looks very pretty. And like I feel like it's a good selection of like colors. Like I feel like this is more marketed as for people who maybe like more neutrals and want to try more color because there's like that purple shimmer. Yeah. I don't hate it though.
Yeah.
And like $28, that's not bad.
It really isn't, and considering their existing shades, assuming that they're going to be the same quality, I think this is quite clever.
Hopefully it's not like this big.
Tiny. Smallest brush. I quite like this. I'm not going to pick it up because there's other things that's coming out that I know I'm going to want to direct my attention to, and this ain't it. But I think this is a really smart move on Pat's behalf. I think this is how she's going to get people interested or potentially like into the brand that haven't already, because it's like with Natasha Denona. A lot of people can't afford the super expensive palettes, but they'll go and they'll get the minis for like $24. And I think that's kind of what she's going for here. And I think it's very, very smart.
I'm a bit confused though. Like on the pan where there's the picture of the palette, it looks like there's like from bottom row, it looks like a darker purple and then like a lighter purple and then the dark shade. But then when you look at the swatches,
it's confusing, isn't it?
It's like, it looks like there's like a copper and a bronzy shimmer, but I don't see it in the palette picture.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be like a multi-chrome? Because on the dark skin, you can see the swatch, it looks more like silvery.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like some kind of like, it has like a taupey reflector or something. I don't know. That just like kind of confuses me.
Yeah, because the shade number 4 is meant to like map onto that pale shimmery purple.
Yeah.
It's quite taupey. So yeah, I think it might be, I mean, it wouldn't be unusual to have a brown to purple shift.
Yeah.
So that might be it. And I think that might be one of their existing shades. So that's something that could be looked up, but not by me, because I'm tired. That's your homework, children. Go down in the comments and let me know. I know Missy, for instance, is really into like Pat McGrath. Can you tell me? You know these things. I know nothing. I think this is like a good direction for them. It makes sense. I'm not going to be getting it, but I think it's
me neither.
Yeah. When I put it to you guys though, 24% of you loved it. I will also say I think a lot of us are like really like colorful bitches.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of your followers like the same kind of makeup that we do. So we can like see that not everyone loves like a neutral palette.
We do have a bit of an echo chamber going on over here where we're like, we all like the same things. This is how a good cult starts. So this is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I find it very interesting. Maybe this is just me being a bit meh that they're coming out in Pride Month with something when they've, got those ties to Putin and the anti-LGBT, and I'm like, oh no, stop it. Anyways, I'm not going to go into that rant because I'll just annoy myself. This is their Nouveau palette, and apparently they're going to have 200% more of every shade. So apparently the amount of product you're getting is much more than in previous palettes.
But is it going to be the same price then?
That's the fucking question, isn't it? Are they going to up the prices? I mean, don't get me wrong, everything is going up in price to the point that I'm like...
But then I just rather have the existing amount and then not the increase in price. But we'll see. Maybe this is their way of like, you get more, but we have to, put the price a bit high. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the color story itself, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I just feel very like apathetic towards it.
I don't like it. Yeah. Like I don't understand. Like the wisteria, it's beautiful shade, but I don't feel like it fits in here. Like I don't know why it is there. Like I would much rather have like a deeper, like a sage green pastel there, or like a even deeper, like a greeny or a black shade. I'm not sure. Muse is looking like a really dark, not sure if it's black. To me it looks kind of brown, and then Peacock looks like a shimmery black. It's not the worst, but I would
also say that the mix is very odd because it's a 12 pan palette, but we're talking about 5 mattes.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Like I feel like they should have, and also I don't understand why there's one matte in a shimmer row.
That's bugging me too.
Like that's just, I don't like it.
No.
Like just switch it then, like have a row of shimmer, have a row of mattes. But then because I think Muse could go like matte or shimmer. I feel like it looks like a matte with some shimmer in it. So I'll give them that. But I feel like this could have been a good launch if they just would have like tweaked it a bit.
I don't like it. Like this.
I know a lot of people said that they actually really like this, but I've heard like on sausages and all, but it's just not for me. And also I feel like Anastasia, like I feel like Norvina is where it's at with their like color stories and palettes, and I feel like Anastasia just have become this boring old grandma thing.
Yeah, definitely I would say Norvina is more where the interesting color stories, it's a lot more dynamic. This is very safe.
Yeah.
But
on the other hand, then they're catering to wider audience. I don't know. Clearly, we don't like this.
No. Like, I mean, the only shade that I like is Wisteria, but I have that shade in the...
I feel like,
Midnight.
I feel like Peacock and Wisteria, like I like 3 shades. I feel like Liberty looks like a grungy green. But other than that, I have all of those shades in other palettes. I don't want it just for those.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a beautiful packaging though, like come on.
I think they've gone well with their aesthetics on that.
Yeah, but I like the aesthetic behind it, but I just don't like the colors they chose.
Yeah, agreed. When I put it to you guys, you were having very similar thoughts. 24% of you love it. So there you go. And now we're on to more pridey based stuff. So this is Minty Makeup, and this is a US-based indie brand which is actually run by a Black trans activist, which yay. I think maybe this is just me being weird, but I think that if you're going to come out with like a pride-based collection, you either have to be from the community or you have to like put money towards community charities. So I'm for it. So this is part of their Pride collection. So there are 2 4-color eyeshadow palettes, and this is basically representing the trans flag. So you can either get the pink palette or you can get the blue palette, and they're $24.99. Now I had some really like amazing suggestions over on my TikTok kind of saying, oh, I wish that they had put in a white into each palette, like a shimmery white to represent the of the flag. And I was like, shit, my mind is blown. I think that would have been great. Now I think why they didn't put a shimmery white in, maybe I'm thinking about it too much, because this is a Black owned brand. If you take a white shimmer, that ends up looking very ashy on Black skin tones, and a lot of even their photography on that is using people of color, which hooray, fantastic, and very diverse, very inclusive. I'm all for it. I will say when I'm looking at the palettes, I like the idea of them, but I'm like, I needed an extra dark shade.
Yeah, I feel like they're very like on the same depth of colors.
Yeah,
all of them. So I wish they would have like added darker color, like a little bit more variety. Like I couldn't use this palette as their own. For me, they could be a really good companion palette. I'm not a big fan of really small like quads, or if they don't have a good variety in them. But I like this idea. I don't feel like it's like, I feel like they've gone very like, gone with the colors that they know that represent it. I don't hate it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I think it's a clever idea. I probably would have executed it a little bit differently. But that being said, the pigments look really good as well, because on the
looks, they look really nice.
Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with that. And I will also say that Chloe Demure of Save the Victory Roll, I know, has tried this brand and really enjoys it, because she got the Empowerment palette, and I remember watching her video on that at the time and her really enjoying it. So I know that they are meant to be very good quality, so I'm all for that.
I like I don't think it's bad. I feel like if you want to support this kind of a brand, just to like it's not bad colors, like you could use this with another palette, or maybe you don't like not everyone likes super deep looks and needs the deep shades, so you could do a really pretty like a blue smoky eye, or like if you buy them both, you could do more like looks where like pink and blue.
Yeah,
it's a really pretty combo.
Like I think this is very good for people who are celebrating Pride but can get a bit overwhelmed with makeup choices, and just having that there in front of you could do a one and done and you feel good about it. It's from somebody who's in the community. Yeah, I'm for it. I like the idea of it. When I put it to you guys, 22% of you love it. However, I know that I had quite a few people coming into my DMs and kind of saying it's nothing against the brand or whatever, because we like what they stand for. It's just I don't use 4-pan palettes.
Yeah,
fair. I think if they'd even put the two together and made it,
do like an 8-pan palette.
I would actually say put a 10-pan palette, because put in that white shimmer, and put in like a very deep blue and a very deep pink. Boom, done. That's what I would do. But yeah, people in general were messaging me and kind of going, I feel very positive about this, but here's my rationale as to why I'm not going for it. The love is there for the community. We have another Pride collection here again. This is from Chaotic Cosmetics, and this is their Spectra Chrome eyeshadow palette. And for the month of June, they are putting 40% of the proceeds, not the profit, 40% of the proceeds towards the Trevor project, which, by the way, from an indie brand to put 40% of it, that's a pretty big deal.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think
decent amount.
I think so too. And this palette is $30, which anyways, $30 for 6 duochromes, that's pretty good.
That looks gorgeous. I really like it.
I do too.
I don't like crimson. That's the only color I'm like, do I need it? But every other shade, it's gorgeous. But that's just my preference. I just don't like red based like shimmers. Red is not my thing, you know. I don't know where that came from. But this is really pretty. Like, look at that shade Canary, jade, and ultramarine. Those are just very gorgeous. I feel like we're seeing more and more these like 6-pan, 12-pan, like all shimmer palettes with like nice duochrome, very like glittery, shimmery.
Yeah, and I'm loving that. Again, the indie brands are actually listening to people and going, hey, you seem to just want a duochrome palette. Here's a duochrome palette. We're not mix any mattes in with it. And I'm like, yes, this is it. Fucking go for it. Go balls to the wall. I think the price is good. I like the colors. I, again, probably wouldn't have the red and the orange in there, although I think I could maybe do something with
I like the orange though.
Like, I'm like, I could probably have put it down to a 4-pan palette, but that's just being...
But it's not that expensive either, like $30.
$5 per shadow, like.
That's not bad at all.
I mean, when you think about the early days of duochrome, if you wanted to get a duochrome, it would be like $20 per shade.
Yeah.
So
mental.
How times have changed, my little chickadees. I like this. I think it's a very smart idea. I do like that 40% is going towards the Trevor project. I'm here for it. I think this is really well done. When I put it to you guys though, 50% of you love it, and I think this again comes down to it's a US based company. That's literally what a lot of this comes down to, is I can't afford the shipping, which fair. Can I just say this next one, I, against my better judgment, kind of love this. Like, I kind of love this. This is Wet n Wild, and they've done a collaboration with Disney, and I hate myself, but there you go. I do actually like this. This is Lilo and Stitch, and they have a whole chunk of things. There's an eyeshadow palette for like $13. They did say it's like for eye and face, so you could probably use like some of these things for like bronzers.
They're probably said it because they're like rest pigments or something in there. Don't care. Yeah, I mean, that is probably their way around it. But they also have like some face palettes, there's some glosses, some adorable fucking sponges, like with a little surfboard. I love that. Some little tote bags and like some liners and like little brushes and mascaras. And look, it's Wet n Wild, so it's very affordable. I think the most expensive thing there is the eyeshadow palette for like $13. Now, I will say I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Wet n Wild, because there are times where they do a really decent formula. Like I have the Jungle Rock Bretman Rock palette, and I think that was exceptional. But then they come out with some other things that I'm like, this is trash. What is this? So I hope they've kind of kept that kind of good quality, because I think this could be a really nice summer palette for a lot of people. I think it's kind of cute. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I kind of like the bronzer highlighter palette, although I'm not sure, are they like those two, are they like highlighters or like glowy bronzers? Because they say it's like, maybe it can go both ways. It's not bad. Like, I feel like this would be a lot of people like nostalgic thing, you know.
I love the little imprints on like the shadows and on the face palettes.
I don't hate it. I actually like it. Those nice colors, eyeliners look really nice, that duo. The sponges look nice. Those liquid lipsticks or glosses.
They are glosses, lip oil glosses.
I kind of wish there was two like liquid lipstick and one gloss thing. But it's not bad collection. Like, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have like maybe tone it down a bit of the volume of products and maybe like, you know, condense it down a bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cute, you know.
Like, I think they could have done without the liners and without, like, say, the mascara and like maybe the setting spray, but like in general,
on the other hand, they usually go ham with their collections. Like, this is the basic with Wet n Wild when they come out with collection. So, no.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, and like we've seen so many collaborations with Disney over the last how many years, and I think in my mind this is one of the slightly better ones in that I can see the origin of this. I can see how this is related to the film. Like, the colors make sense.
Yeah.
So, I like it. I do. My little heart feels quite happy about it. I'm probably not going to pick it up because I'm trying to be a responsible adult. I have to say that at least once per episode, just to remind you of my trials and tribulations.
Yeah. Don't remind me of adulting. It's not nice, Teresa.
Very upsetting. I want to go back to being 5. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 32% of you love it. So again, I think it's a bit neutral for a lot of us. But here we have Morphe, and Morphe every year do a Pride collection. And as much as I get miffed with Morphe over, well, them just being Morphe, I do always applaud the fact that they always ensure that 100% of the proceeds of their Pride collection do go to the Trevor Project. So I'm for that. Now, when I saw these initially, I was like, what's going on here? It's the swatches. The swatches are confusing because they
make it look like they're multi-chrome.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, they're not.
I'm actually sad now because I was kind of excited.
No.
First, that's why I was like, oh, what do we have here? And
no.
You're like, oh, no.
No. They were quite sneaky with this. So they have 2 palettes. One is pretty much an all matte palette and it has 1 shimmer in it. That's $13. The other one is also $13, but it is an all shimmer palette, which basically corresponds to the matte palette. Is it awful? No. Is it brilliant? Also no. It's very much like a copy and paste. Here's a rainbow palette. There's nothing new. There's nothing original. However, I'm giving them a certain amount of leeway because they are at least putting all of the proceeds to the project. So I'm not going to bitch about it too much. But I'm very annoyed with the way that they've presented this in terms of swatches.
Yeah, I feel like it's very deceiving.
Yeah. And I had a lot of people coming into my DMs going, hold on, are Morphe doing duochromes? And I was like, no, Morphe are still 2012.
No.
No, don't be silly. Like, Morphe is, I think, one of the few that haven't even really attempted to do that.
Yeah.
So they are really behind in that.
I like the brush set and the like little fanny pack. Is it fanny pack? What's it called? I like it. Like, Morphe brushes are pretty good, so I don't hate that. I don't like the gem. Why are we doing the pre-glued gems, guys? They're just not that great.
No. Get yourself a wax crayon and get yourself just a packet of gems.
Nail art gems, like how much they're asking for the gems, face and body gems. $8. And how many do you get there? Not that many.
Like, I could get maybe 4.
You get so much from like Shein, AliExpress, Amazon. Even Amazon, you could get like a big box of things for that money. So I don't like when companies I feel like if they're gonna do gems, do them like, do them good.
I also feel the need to say that the gems are stressing me out because over on the right hand side they have different colors, but on the left hand, you see silver, yellow, orange, and then there's a column of blue, and then the column on the right hand side is all different colors, and it's stressing me out.
I kind of wish they had like a whole row of one color, so you get like a small and big one of one color. Because now you have all the smallest ones are silver.
Yeah.
So you don't like get, I don't like
it, but you see, it stresses me out as well, because I like to have a certain amount of like symmetry in looks. So if I'm putting on one of the big gems over on the right hand side, it's going to have to be like here.
Yeah, you can't match it to the other side because you don't have like a matching color.
Yeah, and that genuine, I know that's probably like a really pernickety thing, but that really genuinely both one of the first things that like stood out to me, that I was like, no,
want symmetry. We don't want this. Yeah, honestly, just guys, please do not buy these gems. Like, I know they're trying to catch you with the easy pre-glue thing, but honestly, it's so easy with the wax pencil. Just put your lash glue, put a dot where you want the glue, pick your gem with your wax pencil and smack it on. Don't even have to smack it on, just like
literally,
like lightly put
so
it
much
on.
easier.
It's so easy.
Yeah,
and I feel like with these pre-glued ones, you're like trying to, they're not gonna like lift with the wax pencil because they already have the glue there. So then you're gonna have to try and do it with the tweezers. Oh, and it's when you got it like just on the perfect spot on the tweezers, it's gonna fall, and like
then it's on your jumper.
I don't need the stress in my life. I was the stupid one. And I was like, oh, when I started to do like gems in my look, I was like, oh, I want to try this. And they sell these like in every craft store, they sell gems with like pre-glued like bags. They're really easy to get in every craft store. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get these. And this amount of stress I had trying to put them on. Never again.
Learn from our mistakes, because I did the exact same thing, and now I'm all about the wax crayons. Anyways, that's their Pride collection. It's okay. Like, I'm not gonna drag them to filth over this, but they could have done so much better. I think those pictures are really deceptive, and that kind of annoys me. But when I put it to you guys, 28% of you love it, so we're in a similar boat here. Speaking of Morphe again, JK, it's not Morphe, it's Makeup Revolution, who have now hopped into bed with Coca-Cola, which I'm like, Coke, are you all right? What's going on? And it does look like they have like a pencil case in there. They said it's a cosmetics bag, but I am a child of the 90s, and all of us at some point had a Coca-Cola
like a pen.
It does.
I wouldn't hate it though, like with brushes for traveling.
But like, they're selling this for £8, and I fucking know I could go down to the €2 shop and get a Coca-Cola based pencil case for €2. Nah. And I don't care about Revolution enough to want their name slapped on it. So no, thank you. Anyways, they have a whole chunk of nonsense. There's the big palette for £12. There's the little palette for £8. They have 3 different glosses for £5. There's one highlighter, which pisses me off because that's only going to suit one person. That seems to be a thing for them because they have the Love Island thing.
Then a full shimmer palette.
Yeah, which looks like
it looks like garbage, to be honest.
Yeah, because it is. All I'll say is, when you look at the pinky purpley palette, which by the way looks very shimmery, like, is there any mattes in there at all? This looks like a lot of palettes they already have. If you look at any of the palettes that they've put in, and like Makeup Revolution have done this already, they probably had like some of these sitting out back and just
actually,
like, how
looks this big palette is too like very like, is there any mattes there?
I don't think there is. It's stressing me out looking at it.
I can already tell by the way these shimmers, when they're gonna be that very hard, like where you have to like
dig,
get a lot of it on, and then it's like very disappointing on your like. It's just, please don't buy this, guys. Just this looks so bad. The only thing I was like, oh, there's like a yellow gloss and like a pink and like a orangey one, but then when you look at it closer, it's just a lip oil with the yellow tint.
That's it. This is one of those rare occasions, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Morphe did it better.
Morphe did it way better, and that wasn't that good either.
No.
So
that was bad. We roasted that when that shit came out. And we were like, oh, that was so much better.
Just like, why?
No.
Like, I feel like Revolution needs a rebranding on its own and get like a whole new set of people there. Like, I just don't feel like.
I do worry though, if they hear the phrase rebranding, they'll be like, a new
yeah.
brand?
A new brand. We're gonna do a new brand.
Like, no, stop.
We don't want any new brands. No new brands from Revolution, please. No. This is just so shit. Like, not a single product. I was kind of excited about the glosses, but Unfiltered, looking at them, they're just lip oils. They're not gonna leave the color on. So they even disappoint me there.
Well, they're consistent in their disappointment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well
I just don't like. Revolution was the really cool like brands at one point that did affordable, good makeup. Everyone was so like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, everyone was so excited for every Revolution launch. I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna buy that. I don't feel like a lot of people are that excited.
No, I agree. They have run out of steam and this is just dreadful. I feel like this is very much a palette was sitting in the back and they're like, how do we shift this quickly? Let's see who we can do a collab with and just pop this up. Nothing about this is cool. Why is there no red?
Yeah, like even like when's like the color story could have been okay if it's not all shimmer, like not all shimmers. Add a bit of vibrancy there.
But I'm so confused because even if you're looking at the small palette, the shade names make no sense as to why they are linked.
Come on, universe.
That here's my 2 cents. I think that they had a stupid galaxy palette and they're like, this is what we're gonna do, and they were like, no, we don't think this will sell well. Let's do it.
It's inspired by the new space flavor, Intergalactic.
No, get fucked. No.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
No.
Like if you're like you have like Intergalactic, you could have done so much. You could have done such a good color stories. You did this.
I'll be so sad if
I hate this
across all of the multiverses.
I hate this so much.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's actually getting me really angry.
Yeah.
When I put it to you guys, 9% if you love it. I agree. This is fucking.
I'm worried about the 9% who like this.
Yeah. But look, it is what it is. Can I just say though, we talked about how, Revolution used to do like interesting, affordable stuff. Let's talk about Catrice actually doing interesting, affordable stuff. And this is like a collection inspired by the rainforest. Now it's mostly the green one that I'm interested in, but they also have like a neutral toned one, which I think would be very good for everyday wear. But when they came out with this, they put a contribution towards the World Wildlife Fund, which, yay, we like that. The palette itself, the packaging is made from 80% recycled materials. It is cruelty free and vegan, and it's $12 and is also made without microplastic particles. So that's pretty darn cool. That green palette,
it looks really pretty.
Love it.
They had mats in there, but it's still really pretty color story. And if I see this in store, I might pick it up. Same.
Because Pennies, aka Primark over here, sometimes stock Catrice. And if this comes here, I would be tempted to try it because it is $12, so that'd be about €10.
It's not bad.
It isn't.
It's not gonna be that expensive. I kind of like it.
I do too.
Like there's some pretty shades in both. Like I don't even hate the desert one.
No, same.
Like, I feel like it has some interesting tones. It's not like just your basic neutral palette. Like you have that a little bit more like a greeny, cocky, goldy, like those kinds of shades there. So they're not gone to the safer. I actually kind of feel like this is a vibe. Like I don't hate this.
Yes. I don't really have anything negative massively to say about either. I think my one major critique is not enough mattes.
Yeah, same. I feel like the they should have done half and half. If they want to do a shimmer heavy palette, I would still want it to be fully shimmer or at least half and half.
Yeah, that's the
but
ratio.
I'll forgive them for this because it's so affordable and it looks really good.
Yeah, I think it's executed really quite well. Like even down to the packaging, it looks really quite luxe, actually. Like
it doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look like $12 palette.
No.
Like I feel like this could be up there like 20, 30 like dollars.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you told me this is 25 and I just saw it, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. But anyways, when I put it to you guys, it seems a lot of you are vibing with the green because that was the thing that you really resonated with.
Yeah.
43% of you loved that. Then when it came to the Sandy Days palette, 22% of you love it. So I think that's pretty fair. I love that we've just gone from like super affordable to
like
this.
Super bougie.
Yeah, this is Isamaya Beauty, which was launched by Isamaya French. So this is brand new. It's just coming out. It's an interesting aesthetic because it does look like a lot of the components just have like nipple rings and cock rings.
Yeah, like piercings on.
I can't believe I just said cock ring, but there you go.
Prince Albert.
Yeah, sorry. And also like the palette itself, and I said this in a TikTok, it reminds me of like American Horror Story, you know.
Yeah, kind of like that latexy. I'm all about this vibe though.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic. I don't like the price though.
So cool though. Like I hate the price point.
Oh yeah, the price makes me want to like die a little bit. Like the palette is £95, and I did say it's a multi-finish pigment. So
it looks stunning.
Yeah,
like it actually looks so beautiful. And if I was a rich bee, I would totally get this, but I just cannot justify that price point.
No, I can't.
For an eyeshadow palette, but like even I heard of this brand even before they like announced any products, and I was like, that looks nice. Like their page, even at the start, it looked nice. I'm kind of excited. I kind of was hoping it wouldn't be this expensive.
Yeah, I can't justify it. And like £35 for a mascara.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
£32 for a lip serum, £30 for a clear brow gel, and £60 for a hyaluronic glow serum. Yeah.
It's like it's up there with Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona. I feel like it's even pricier than Natasha in some sense.
Yeah, I think so too.
That eyeshadow palette, why do I want it so bad? Like it's not even like, it is a pretty color story, but it's not like it's revolutionary.
Yeah.
But I just feel like with all the multi-finish, blah, 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 it's like getting to me.
Yeah, this is
packaging and all.
I mean, obviously with this palette, you're going to have to go in with something else because it's all, you know, multi-finish.
Yeah,
no matte.
I feel like there might be a couple of mattes, but I think it's just
the black is a matte. I think that's it.
I wouldn't vouch for that, but it just looks stunning. I like that it's a new kind of like, it kind of gives me KVD when it first started. That's what I thought
as well. Like even with their latest palette, like the layout of it kind of reminds me.
I feel like this gives me that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the brand. I'm excited to see what more they come out with. Probably it's gonna be a bit up there for me to ever try, but girl can hope.
Yeah, I'm just like crying in poverty. I'm intrigued, and I'd like to see what people think of this because I'm a nosy bitch. But like, it's not available on like Beauty Bay or anything like that. Like I'd have to buy directly from them, and I just can't be arsed. You know,
then all taxes and everything on top.
No,
don't say the word taxes to me.
No, I just had to pay like €33 there in taxes today for my Viseart stuff. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of that. I think this is a really smart launch. It's really clear what the aesthetic is. Like, it's really quite cool. Like, there's a subculture to that. I think there's going to be a lot of people interested in this, that they're going to vibe with this.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with the price, but
No.
I hope desperately that if it is that price, that it's going to be, you know, like vegan, cruelty free, all of that.
It's gonna be like top notch quality.
It'd need to be, because otherwise I don't understand. When I put it to you guys, 33% of you love it. Again, I think it might have been the price on that one. So there you go. Oh God, this next one, I just got back in this today. And when I tell you that this makes me feel physically unwell.
It's just, like, I can't.
Who put this idea? Who put this idea to the board and went, yes.
Even when I like look at this, I'm starting to smell cheese.
Oh, I'm like,
just like, ew.
But like apparently Velveeta isn't even like a nice cheese, because like we don't have that here in Ireland. So I was like, the fuck is that?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, so we've gone off on a tangent. If you can't catch up or haven't watched my TikToks, naughty, go find me. Basically, Nails Inc. decided, hey, we want to come out with a red and a yellow nail polish, and we'll team up with a cheese brand. And I say cheese with the most like gracious of intents, because it really isn't cheese. I don't know what the fuck that nonsense is, but it's processed shite. And they went, okay, this is the color of your packaging, and you kind of go, okay, that makes sense, fair. If they had left it at that, grand. But here's the thing. Here is the thing that makes me want to throw up. It is cheese scented. That's right. You have feta fingers, a Parmesan pinky. Like, no, none of this is like.
We all know cheese tastes amazing.
Yeah.
But the smell is not the best quality.
No. I mean, I have been known to attack a block of Wensleydale at 1 a.m. That's not unusual for me. I fucking love cheese, you know? You don't.
But like, I don't want my fingers to smell cheese.
That would just be so confusing. Like, you just always feel like your hands weren't washed.
I just don't understand. Why did they want it to smell like cheese? Cheese-scented nail polish. Like, is it gonna smell like cheese like the whole time it's on your nails, or is it like just when it dries?
Neither of this is okay. Like, neither of these options. Why was cheese scented even an option in the boardroom? Who? I want names and I want explanations. So Nail Inc., who the fuck came up with this idea, and who went, yeah.
Like, did they forgot to post this on April Fools? And they just like glitched in a brain, and they're like, oh, April Fools. And they're posting it now.
Oh.
Like, I just don't understand. Want cheese smelling fingers all day long.
No, like, even when I've gone to town on a block of cheese and my hands smell a bit cheesy, I will go and wash that.
Yeah. The colors look pretty. I mean, I just can't look at behind it. Like, I just can't.
It makes me want to cry. I can't get behind it.
I feel like Nails Inc. in glossy boxes sometimes. Is this gonna be a next glossy box thing? Like, I tried to fucking cancel my glossy box. They were like, no, we got you on a 12-month deal. It's gonna be until November. They got fucking hand cream and like a small bottle of like washing liquid. That's, I don't know, I'm so furious about it, but this is probably gonna end up there.
Oh, Tia's gonna have cheesy fingers.
Cheesy fingers. It's not about the color, it's about the smell. I
am interested in actually saying this to Sahil and asking him what he thinks. Although the thing is, if he thinks that it smells like cheese, he'll be like,
can I eat it?
Yeah, although like he can't eat cheese at the moment because of his cholesterol. So I like to eat a block of cheese in front of him. Just kind of big like, ha! Anyways, it's $15. I hate this so much. Like I said, this has just been kind of announced, so I don't have any figures here. But the last time I looked at my Instagram, I swear to God, 10% of you loved it, and I fucking hate you, whoever put
it's
love.
Probably Missa coming on with both accounts. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to make them furious.
Missa, I love you so much, but if you continue to do this, we're gonna have to dissolve this friendship. It's not working. It's stressing me out and I'm not able for it. But I'll have the new stats up, and frankly, if it's in double digits, I am going to be furious.
Yeah.
Furious. But that means we're on to some sneak peeks, so I don't know what's going on in these palettes, but this first one, don't know what's happening, but I'm already interested, and I've already repeatedly, and I mean repeatedly, said to Christina, fucking take my money now, do you want me to PayPal it? And she's like, ah ha ha ha, you're so sweet. And I'm like, no, I am being serious, take my money right
I want it. What's your PayPal?
Just take my money and let me have it, goddammit.
This makes sense. So excited. 12 duochromes. Only thing I'm not so excited about is that I'm on a no buy. I can't buy any makeup. But
can you make exceptions though?
I don't think.
What if you do like a low buy instead of a no buy?
No.
This is why I don't do no buys, because I'd be like, oh, here's this is the.
I'm trying to be good because like I want my vacation money, but like this looks amazing. Even the packaging, like we haven't seen it inside though, but the packaging is so cool.
Dead over the packaging, dead over it.
I really like it. If that's any indication what the colors are gonna be inside, and if we know anything about Gourmande girls, they don't tease us with good packaging and then just have something not good inside. So
I can't even verbalize how excited I am about this.
Yeah, very excited. It's coming very soon though, next week.
June 14th.
Next Thursday.
So by the time that we're filming next week, we'll know what it looks like. And I'll probably be flapping away, being like, gimme. There's 12 duochromes. We know that much so far. I am excited. I'm here for it, and I love little indie brand. This feels like we're kind of ending on a like, hey, this is Kylie Cosmetics, which honestly surprised that's still going, but there you go. Kylie is doing a collaboration with Stassi, and I am old because I don't know who that person is. And this is coming out June 13th. Apparently there's going to be a gloss duo, a Stassi lip kit, a highlighter in Stass's perfect shade, and 2 fun liquid eyeliner pens. Just because you said they're fun doesn't mean they actually are fun, you know?
Kind of wish, like, you know, they have like, that looks like a big palette that opens up like this. If the colors would be those colors that they put the packaging, it's promising. But
I will say though, I'll also be kind of annoyed if it is. And the reason why I would be annoyed is it's in the middle of June, i.e. Pride Month, and if you had a blue and a pink palette, which are the same colors as the trans flags.
But who is that Stassi?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm too old. I don't care.
Please educate us. Who's this Stassi girl? She looks very gorgeous.
She does, yeah. She's gorgeous.
So
I hate her already, just on principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn you!
Stop being I'm here sitting looking like a potato, and there you are.
That's me and Teresa when we collab. Tia and Teresa. Double T.
Like it. I'm here for it. I'm for that collab. Needs to happen. I don't know what it looks like. If I found pictures since, because we've only seen the outside, I'll put them down. We may end up talking about it again. Who knows? But
it should be up next Wednesday. So we're gonna talk about it next week. Are we gonna be disappointed?
I feel like I am.
I feel like we're gonna be, but it looks pretty now. So there's hoping.
I don't know. I'm 32. I don't have any hope left. It's all gone. Anyways, that is it. I am now going to show you my favourite comment of last week. And this is from Lauren, who said, I'm actually ashamed at the amount of time I've spent trying to pronounce whatever the fuck that was that it just said.
Was it the Irish thing?
Yeah. And I should have checked to see what it said under closed captions, because sometimes closed captions does me dirty. Like at one point, like in an opening when I said like, hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, it says oh my naked Muslim friend.
Yeah. I see.
I'm like, what?
Naked Muslim friend.
But say it with me now. I'm gonna teach you the Irish of this phrase. Rinne Moira Goira Gan Noira Eganoira Inyara Aneri, which basically means Mary laughed without shame at the lookout in Derry last year. So very useful phrase. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try it.
There's a lot of yeah, just imagine yourself as like a dog with a chew toy, and that's the Irish language.
You're like
That's why we sound vaguely threatening at all points. Well, lads, that is it. That is the end of the video. Do please like, comment, and subscribe to both myself and to Tia, because frankly, it's rude if you don't. You know, let's be polite and nice. And do please share, because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.